Is the new Demon Hunter set Guided Arrow 2.0? We put the new Gears of Destruction set through its paces to find out. Hey there, thanks for watching. I'm Daintree Rogue, bringing you gaming hints, tips, and hacks fresh from the jungle. Today we're having a look at the new Demon Hunter set, Gears of Destruction, or GOD for short. We'll take a look at the set bonuses, playstyle, and see how it fares on our new 1k test. That's 1k paragon and 1k dexterity and augments on a GR 110. Will the Dawn Valor's combo come out on top, or will the Blizzard cannon trump them all? I thought Blizz did a really nice job with the Frenzy Barb, so as soon as I saw the 2-piece God bonus, I was pretty excited. Attacking with primary skills gives you 4 stacks of momentum, up to 20, and you gain 10% damage per stack. The 4-piece is all about strafing. Strafe shoots your last used primary, gives you 60% damage reduction during and for 5 seconds after, and a ridiculous amount of movement speed. So you build momentum with your primary, then strafe it out for a bit to continue channeling your primary and get some damage reduction. Cool. The 6-piece is 10,000% damage to primary skills. Alright, now we're talking. I don't know about you, but I've been dying for a rehash of Guided Arrow since the first day of Diablo 3. In addition to this, Blizz buffed a bunch of bows and quivers that have legendary attributes affecting primary skills. Bollers, Hungering Arrow, and Entangling Shot, so there are plenty of builds to try out. Okay, so let's talk about the playstyle. Being a generator build, you would think that you'd be holding left click a lot, but this build is all about strafe. Overall, it's a little clunky. I think the devs intended it to be a generator build, but after a poor showing on the PTR, they tweaked the set, which made it viable, but changed the focus from generator to channeling. You can see that it's a bit weird in the set description. The 2-piece suggests that you want to keep 20 stacks of momentum at all times, because every second you lose 10% damage. But the 4-piece wants you to strafe to keep damage mitigation up. So in practice, the real survivability and effectiveness of the build comes from strafing through mobs at an insane speed when COE is up. You're just so fast, you can literally outrun projectiles, and you'll need to, as it's not the tankiest of builds. The left-click, right-click action means it's great for focus and restraint, so just hold down strafe and really once every 5 seconds, force stand still and fire off a primary arrow. What do you think about the new God set? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Next up, we take a look at the getup and show the results of the 1k test. For the rest of the gear, we like to take the almighty Blizzard cannon, Buriza-do. The reason why this item fell out of popularity is because there is a 1.5 second internal cooldown on the extra pierce mechanic. Also, arrows can only travel a certain distance, which ultimately nerfs the number of pierces it can do. I don't know yet if these limitations were relaxed, but the Buriza-do is feeling really strong, so make sure you get up close and personal in case the range limit still exists. The 10% freeze chance also provides an incredible amount of survivability, and the slower attack speed means that strafe does not deplete as quickly when you don't have a target. So running back for pylons and level changes doesn't leave you starved for hatred and crawling at normal speed. The 9th series satchel is used for guaranteed hungering arrow pierces as well as a heap of damage. Because we rotate between left and right click, focus and restraint is the obvious choice, which combines well with wraps of clarity for mitigation. Finally, we take Flavor of Time for the double pylon time, which, given how easy it is to hunt for them, is just crazy powerful. In the cube we run Dawn as we need 100% uptime on Vengeance, so be sure to have about 40% CDR on your gear as well. Depth Diggers for another multiplier on our primary skills, and COE for clearing screens when the cold bonus is up. Gems-wise, we've got Rank 100 Taeguk, Simplicity Strength, and Stricken. Although, I'm not convinced Stricken delivers value over Bane of the Trapped, especially on Buriza builds. One very cool aspect about the God set is that the new buffs apply to most of the primary skills. It's looking like Hungering Arrow, Devouring Arrow is going to be the highest damage output, but there are going to be a ton of variations for speeds and bounties for sure. I mean, have a look at this speed build variant. YouTube's compression can't handle all of the pixel updates, so the screen is basically a blur. This with Speed Pylon almost gives you motion sickness. We've taken Strafe, Drifting Shadow to remove the movement speed penalty, but given how fast you go, you could equally take more damage from another rune. The build isn't super tanky, so we've taken a Boar Pet, which does sometimes die, so watch out for that. And Fan of Knives Bladed Armor. Marked for Death Grim Reaper is great for more AoE damage, but a lot of players take a defensive ability like Smokescreen instead. Vengeance Dark Heart is a must, else you'll get one-shot by everything. Passive-wise, we have Ambush, Cull of the Weak, Archery, and Numbing Traps for our fan of knives. For hardcore, you'd definitely drop Archery for awareness. And now, onto the results. We wanted to test our Buriza build against the top of the pre-season leaderboard build, which uses Dawn and Valor's Bequest. So we put both builds to the 1k test. That is, 1000 Paragon and 2 Ancients with augments totaling 1000 extra dex, using rank 100 gems. The 1k test gives an indication of a build's push potential, and it weeds out weaker builds that don't scale well into the end game. Across 5 GR110s, the pre-season Dawn Valor's build averaged a time of 16 minutes 23 to take top spot, or should I say, the only spot in the 1k Hall of Fame. Not for long, however. The Blizzard Cannon Buriza-do build breezed in at 13 minutes 25. Interestingly, I feel like the Buriza build was a bit more reliable too. I put it down to the mobs being frozen all the time. The Dawn Valor's build felt a little stronger at clearing packs at times, but not enough to compensate for the insane single target that Buriza could punch out. So that's our version of the new Gears of Destruction Demon Hunter set. It's looking super fast and super strong. Let us know your plans for the set in the comments, and for more of our hints, tips, and hacks, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This is Daintree Rogue, gone rogue. See you next week.